a disproportionately high number of enemy casualties compared to their size and cost. For the Japanese infantry, already stretched thin by logistics and attrition, this was devastating. Every assault blunted by mortar fire meant the loss of irreplaceable veterans. Beyond the numbers lay the psychological consequences. Survivors described a growing sense of dread when advancing against American positions. Rifle fire could be faced, artillery could sometimes be anticipated, but mortar fire was a silent executioner. The Japanese ethos of courage and sacrifice, the belief that a determined charge could overwhelm any enemy, had been eroded. Mortars denied them the chance to prove their valor. For the Americans, the aftermath was validation. Infantry commanders praised mortars as their most reliable support weapon. Unlike aircraft, which might be grounded by weather, or artillery, which required roads and supply lines, mortars were always present, always responsive. A platoon pinned down in the jungle could count on its own mortar crews for salvation. The lessons were incorporated into doctrine. Training manuals emphasized speed of deployment, precision of fire, and coordination with rifle squads. Mortar teams were drilled to anticipate the flow of battle, ready to deliver fire on ambush points, ridges, and counterattack routes. By the later stages of the war, mortars were no longer treated as auxiliary weapons but as central pillars of infantry firepower. For Japanese command, the losses forced a re-evaluation. Attempts were made to dig deeper defenses, reinforce bunkers with coral and concrete, and disperse troops to minimize casualties. Yet these measures could only slow the inevitable. Mortar fire, with its plunging arcs and rapid adjustment, remained a constant threat. Even well-fortified positions found themselves vulnerable to repeated bombardments that eroded morale and inflicted steady attrition. The immediate aftermath of mortar dominance was visible in the battlefield landscape itself. Japanese strongholds, once formidable, lay cratered and broken. Coconut log bunkers splintered under direct hits. Cave entrances collapsed, sealing defenders inside. Trails and ridgelines were marked with the scars of sudden explosions, where entire squads had been caught in the open. By 1944, the Japanese knew what awaited them whenever they faced American infantry. Not just rifles and bayonets, but the relentless arcs of fire from mortars that seemed to follow every step. And yet, the story of the mortar's aftermath does not end with battlefield devastation. Its influence reached into strategy, logistics, and the very psychology of the Pacific War. The deeper consequences of America's mortar dominance stretched far beyond the immediate battle.